Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Steals Forever, aka the King of Geeks, and that's right, your boy Steals Forever is back in the building. We're jumping straight into this unboxing video, guys, and today we are having the pleasure of unboxing. It's multiple items, but the big boy unboxing, or not technically unboxing, but I'm showing it to you guys about a day or two ago. About 2 days ago now, I think 3 days ago, I actually went down to my local retro game store and I picked up a Sega Saturn. That's right, a Sega Saturn. It is I mean, for me as a gamer, it's kind of nostalgic because I actually had a Sega Saturn back in like 96, 97, right when I was going off to college. It was kind of like one of those gifts I gave myself going to college, which is kind of odd because you think you would not gift yourself a game system, but I did. I was a freshman and I gift myself a game system. But I thought it would be cool because of all the different stuff we're going to be doing on the channel. We're doing a lot of like a retro series and stuff. So I thought it would be cool to kind of expand on having like different retro consoles that I actually could collect for, but at the same time, catch some gameplay footage, stream and things like that for you guys. Do some first impressions. We can go back. Like those first impressions won't really be, well, it will be some first impressions because that's the reason why I actually picked up a Japanese. This is a Japanese one. This is not an American one. So they had an American one, but I wanted a Japanese because I wanted to play imports. And the cool thing about it, we'll get into that, but I picked up the Japanese to play imports. So I am going to be playing some games that I haven't played. Well, I'm going to be playing a lot of games that I haven't ever played before. But I thought it would just be something cool for the channel, though. So yeah, we got the Sega Saturn right there. Nothing too special. Everything looks really nice and mink. So it's in like really good condition, guys. Like really good condition. You got your eject button right there. For those that don't know, this is the power button, and this is actually called access, but it's actually a reset button. You got your two controller ports right here in the back. You got your AC, your TV port, TV out, and I forget what they call that, the communication thing. That does something particular. I have to think about it. And you have your memory slot expansion for your cart up here. We're gonna just put that to the side so we can grab the controller. It came with one controller. So let me get this out of the way. We got the controller right there. Controller feels pretty nice, more or less. Cool story. Before the Sega Saturn, the Sega Genesis only had 3 buttons, right? And then fighting games got real popular, like on the console itself. And so what Sega did was, which was cool, because they came out with the six button layout. I want to say they was the first one to do this. They had the 6 button layout to kind of match out the 6 buttons in the arcade room. So it really made it really easier to put your fighting inputs and stuff in, because you had the exact same button layout as the arcade, and you didn't have to worry about some of the bumper buttons and stuff up top like that. So I thought that was cool. And when they came out with the Sega Saturn, they just kind of pulled it over. So that was cool. It's a little cool part of history because back then I played like crazy amounts of fighting games. That's technically all I really played back then, was like fighting games and JRPGs. Yeah, that's about right. That's what I had kind of grew into at that time in my stage of gaming. Also, I had to get one game. Now I actually have some games ordered, but they're taking their time getting here. I was hoping that they would be here around today or tomorrow, but they're not. But I did pick up, when I was at New Game Plus and buying the Sega Saturn, I actually picked up Enemy Zero, and that's an import cartridge or disc, case. But it's a disc, and I never played this one. Never played this one. Quick history, right? Quick history note too is that back in the 96, 97s, these like real life, like Myst type games where it's like, real like point and click type games was real popular. And I'm pretty sure this is what this is. So it's not like point and click, but it's more heavy narrative, story driven, things like that. Kind of like Heavy Rain. Like this is kind of like the prequel to this, the beginning of games like Heavy Rain and things like that, and Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Almost Human, a lot of the Telltale games and things like that. But it's no real action in here. You just kind of point and click, make decisions, pick up clues, and like it's more like an interactive game. But it did show off a lot of the potential and new features in the hardware. Because coming from the what is that Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, we didn't really have a lot of audio and a lot of cinematics. So coming with the Saturn and then the PS1 is where we get a lot of dialogue, like audio dialogue, and a lot of cinematic, like movie clips and things like that. Cool thing about this one is the case is a little broken. You can see right up in this crack, so it's kind of hard to open and close. But we're gonna just bear with me. We're gonna work through it. This one has 4 discs. It's crazy, 4 discs. But the cool thing about them 4 discs is that it comes with a disc 0, right? And the disc 0 is not even the game. It's just basically like the soundtrack, or either what you would call like the opening theme sequence, and like movie clips and things like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. It also came with the insert papers right here, as you guys can see. And this is kind of how games, the Japanese versions of the game were actually packaged. They wasn't packaged in the traditional. I don't have any right now, but the long cases that we got here in America. And I don't think Europe got them either. I think that was only in the U.S. So most of the Sega Saturn games you would get like from Japan that's imported, they would be just CD cases. Kind of like what PS1 was. PS1 was the same way. So I got that to throw in there. Definitely I'll be capturing some footage of the game, especially the intro, and let you guys see it running in the background, in the video at some point. Let's see what else I got. I got this box right here from Amazon. I got the next 2 boxes are from Amazon. We open it up. We got like a little thank you card, and let's see, we got instruction manuals, and it was cool. We got some confetti. So I hadn't seen confetti in a long time, honestly. But that's that. And what's in the box is it's a Sega Saturn all-in-one. Now the cool thing about the all-in-ones are, if you look back here in the back, it's gonna give me access to 4 different features. It's gonna give me memory and RAM support. So I got extra RAM right here, 1 megabyte to 4 megabytes, and then I'm gonna get 8 megabytes of memory. And it's gonna make any. Now here's the thing: it makes any Sega Saturn region free. So if you have an American Sega Saturn, you want to play imports and you want to play backups, you get you one of these, pop it in, you're good to go. So it's going to give me that feature. It's going to make it region free, and it plays CDs, which is basically playing backups, pros, repros, whatever you want to call them, But you open it up, and all it is a little cool Sega Saturn, new all-in-one, the new version, I guess. Yep, new version, all-in-one Sega Saturn cart. And it comes with this adjustable thing right here. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but I'm pretty sure that adjusts the different modes it can go in. Now I will say this one right here is not the action replay, so that's why it's not checked off in red. This does not do action replay, but it does do the other 4 things that I was telling you guys about. If you look at the Sega Saturn, you put it right up in here. This is kind of hard to do this, but let's see. We're gonna see. So you just kind of push it right here, and then you can just, let's see, can I just work it in without being a little too, there we go. And just sits in just like that. So that's pretty cool, man, So we got that out of the way. The last thing I picked up was, and I got this from Amazon. I did myself a favor and went ahead and took out the box. That makes it just a lot easier doing these unboxing videos. But I got a wireless Sega Saturn controller from Retrobit. Yeah, Retrobit down here, guys. I will say this. If you are looking for wireless and different types of third-party retro controllers for like replacing some of your old ones, This company right here has some really nice controllers, but as you can see, it's completely wireless. It's white. It comes with the two dongles right here. This is what's on the back. On the side, just basic Sega Saturn stuff. But yeah, I went ahead and picked one of these up because I just didn't feel like having to have but so many wires. Like, I don't have too many wires because I try to keep a lot of the wires really organized and things like that. But yeah, one less wire is always a good thing. But when you pull this out, the first thing you're gonna notice is the packaging is really nice, guys. That's like really, really nice right there. I figure you have to push this in. It's like a little, yeah, there we go. So you push down here or push it in with your thumb and it pops open. And when it pops open, you get a better look at the Sega Saturn controller and the two dongles. Now, another cool thing about this, cool feature, is that it comes with two dongles. So, the obvious is that you get a dongle for your Sega Saturn, and that'll fit right into, let me see if we can showcase that right quick. And that'll fit right up in here in one of your ports. So you should be able to just slide, let's see. Yep, there we go. Just slide it in. I'm pretty sure we have to pair it when I cut it on, and that should, that should pair the controller. But that's cool because that goes with the Sega Saturn. And the next dongle, which is really what's cool because we expected it to do it to work with the Sega Saturn, but we can get the second dongle out. The second dongle you can hook to your PC. So this one has the ability, you can play it on your Sega Saturn wirelessly. You can hook it to your PC, laptops, and Nintendo Switch. That's the really cool thing because now, let me see if it does anything else. So now when I'm playing my Mega Drive, I bought the Mega Drive collection on my Nintendo Switch. So when I have it docked, I can actually play my docked Mega Drive games now on my Switch with a Sega Saturn controller and still have the Sega Saturn controller for my Sega Saturn, which is cool. Yeah, Sega Saturn, PC Max, Switch, and other USB. So basically it's telling you anything you can do, anything you can run USB with, you should be able to use it. Now I don't know if it runs with the PS5. I can check that out though and see. But let's get back to the controller. The controller itself. Okay, here we go, guys. Beautiful controller, man. They actually make this one in black too. I was thinking about ordering a black one, or either ordering, they have a Sega Genesis version of it, and I want to say it's the 6-button layout. They had one with a 3-button layout, then they had a 6-button. Since they have a 6-button, I may order a 3-button one. That'll be cool. So when I'm playing my Mega Drive and Sega Genesis games, then I could use a 3-button. But this is the controller. Awesome D-pad. The buttons feel really nice. I mean, this feels really nice in your hand, guys. It has a start feature, select, and that's the home right there. Bumpers feel pretty good. It doesn't feel cheap. That's the main thing. Cause like a lot of times these third-party controllers can feel a little cheap, poorly made if you want to use that, But this one right here feels really nice. Like I'm super, yeah, I like this a lot, man. It feels tight. That's the thing about me. I like my controller to fit like in my hand. I like for it to not be too loose, where it feels like it's, and it has a little bit of weight. It's not too heavy, but it's not real light either. So that's good. But that's pretty much the unboxing, guys. Like I was saying before, I actually got, I think about 4 or 6 different types of different games for the Sega Saturn coming in the mail. So they'll be here sometime. It looks like they may be here next week sometime. I'm not quite sure. I may run back to New Game Plus and just try to find a couple Sega Saturn games just for the channel. But man, it's really hard to find Sega Saturn games, and a lot of the ones I like, which are going to be more RPG and JRPG, and like the little smut shooters and stuff, they're super expensive. That's one reason why I actually bought this all-in-one card, because I can buy a bunch of imports. And the cool thing about this one, you can buy a bunch of repros that are imported in Japanese, and they actually have English patches. So now I'm gonna have the ability to play a lot of import games for the first time, but they're being English, so I can kind of play it and kind of understand what I'm playing. So, but I do got some games coming, and we're gonna do some different stuff with it on the channel. Like I still haven't figured out exactly if I'm going to stream things or not, but I think it would be cool to kind of interject into the channel some type of nostalgic retro flashback look. That's pretty cool, flashback. Just so we can go back and look at a lot of these different retro games and things like that. And and I'm gonna tell you guys, nostalgia is a mofo. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these games are not gonna hold up well. Some of them do. Some of them hold up through nostalgia, and some of them just don't. But either way it go, we're gonna appreciate them and we're gonna take a look at them. If you guys are thinking about picking up anything like this, getting back into the retro scene, definitely comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you're buying, picking up, whatever, some retro games or whatever you're playing. But like always, man, just make sure you like and subscribe. It helps the growth of the channel. Appreciate all the love you guys have given me over the years. It's your boy Steels Forever, aka the King of Geeks.